Okay guys, I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try to do some problems for you live on a piece of paper. Your first problem is 3x minus 12 equals 9. I did it on marker, thought it would pop out a little more, and I think it does. Okay, so you are solving one-step equations, and we're going to be doing this for a few weeks. Okay, so what you're going to do right away is see that you have to do the opposite of 3x means multiplication. You have to do the opposite of multiply, which is going to be divide. But before you do that, you have to get that 3x alone, which means you have to get rid of that negative 12. And the way that you get rid of negative 12 is you do the opposite, which is positive 12. So you write it underneath, positive 12, and what you do to one side of the equal sign, you do to the other. So positive 12 goes here, okay? You cross out your negative 12s, and you now have an addition problem. You have 9 plus 12, okay? So you can go ahead and solve 9 plus 12, and 9 plus 12 is 21. Bring that down right here. Okay, now you have this 3x over here by itself. You're going to bring that down, bring your 3x down. You have your equal sign, you need to bring down your equal sign. And here's the part I was talking to you about with the opposite of multiplication is division. To get your x alone, you have to divide by 3, and what you do to one side of the equal sign you have to do to the other. Okay, now you're going to have those 3's gone. You have your x alone. You bring your equal sign down and you divide. 21 divided by 3 is 7. And for your first equation, x equals 7. Okay, your next equation, 3x minus 5 equals 16. Okay, so again, you have to get 3x by itself, and eventually you have to get x by itself. So in order to get 3x by itself, you have to do the opposite of the negative 5. You have to get rid of that negative 5. Just like you got rid of the negative 12, you did a positive of the same integer, which is 5, which crosses that out, and what you do to one side of the equal sign, you do to the other. If you had positive 5 here, you have positive 5 on this side, and then you have an addition problem. You have 16 plus 5. 16 plus 5 is 21. Look at that. Also, look at that you have the same integer before the variable. You have a 3. You're going to bring that 3x down, just like in the problem before. You bring your 3x down. Okay, you bring your equal sign down. And now you have 3x equals 21. You have to get that x alone, and just like in the problem before, you have 3x, which means multiply, but you're going to do the opposite, which is divide. How you divide is you draw a line under. That gets your x alone. You cross out your 3's. Okay? And what you do to one side of the equal sign, you do to the other. You had to divide by 3 on that side, so you're going to divide by 3 on this side. Okay? Now your x is alone. Bring down your equal sign, and you divide. 21 divided by 3. As you can see, it is the same as the problem before. 21 divided by 3 is still 7. Okay, so my math is on an angle. I'm sorry about that. I was a little bit running out of space. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite this problem under here. 2x minus 3 equals 7. So you have a little bit more space. 2x minus 3 equals 7 is your next equation, okay? you have to get the 2x alone. In order to do that, you have to get rid of that negative 3. To get rid of the negative 3, you're going to do the opposite of negative 3, which is positive 3. And that crosses that out. And what you do to one side of the equal sign, you do to the other. So you're going to put positive 3 there. Okay, and now you have an addition problem. You have 7 plus 3. And of course you know 7 plus 3 is 10. You're going to bring down your 2x. You're going to bring down your equal sign. And now you have to get your x alone in order to solve that equation. 2x is multiplying. You have to do the opposite of multiplying, so you're going to divide. You're going to divide by 2, of course, which crosses that out and gives you your x alone. Okay? Then you bring down your equal sign, and again, what you do to one side of the equal sign, you do to the other. You did divide by 2 on that side, so you're going to divide by 2 on that side. And you have now a problem, 10 divided by 2, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. And x will equal 5.